So I'm in Tokyo, and I've been traveling for almost a year at this point. And Tokyo is one of the most expensive cities in the world and the biggest city in the world. And I am staying for free with Yuta on Couchsurfing. And the reason I wanted to make a video with you is because you have it figured out. How many people have you hosted on Couchsurfing?
Perhaps 200 to 300 people in total, past 3 years.
So Yuta is one of these super hosts who's hosted a bunch of people, has a really great system, an amazing flat, and in this video we will share some tips whether you're new to Couchsurfing or not, whether you are a surfer or you want to travel or you are looking to host people. We have some wisdom to share.
Sure.
So let's go into the flat and take a look what you got.
Yeah, let's go this way.
Okay, let's talk about surfing. You haven't surfed that much, but you can tell me, what do you expect from surfers? Like, what is behavior that is good and what is behavior that is bad?
People who have a common sense be no problem.
Common sense, that's
Common
all you
sense,
asked for.
yes.
Did you have any bad
Oh, yeah.
experiences?
Oh, I don't have any bad experience.
Actually, I wanted to mention this. I looked for videos about couchsurfing this morning, and there are quite a few about like couchsurfing horror stories, things gone wrong. I really want to emphasize that couchsurfing, if you do it right, is extremely safe and an extremely amazing way to travel. You do have to have common sense, like you say, like do your due diligence, like read the profiles thoroughly, read every profile from beginning to end, read all of the reviews, look at the pictures, really try to get a sense of that person. If you are a solo traveler, especially if you're a solo female traveler, be even more careful. Like, have a plan B, have a person that you can contact that knows where you are and expects a message from you maybe. Like, just do your due diligence, and then I think couchsurfing is extremely safe. And my girlfriend has traveled through all of Europe entirely on couchsurfing, didn't spend any money on accommodation, and had only positive experiences because she really did those things, like read the reviews, only stayed with people who have hosted a lot. Yeah. So what are the bad experiences that you've had with surfers?
Yeah, I hosted someone who extremely smells, and I couldn't know that before meeting him. And I encouraged him to take a shower, but he didn't want to for some reason, I don't know. That's just about it.
So as a surfer, I would say take care of hygiene, your personal hygiene, obviously, but also, like, I like the philosophy of leave no trace. Like, basically try to leave the space as clean or cleaner than you found it. Like, it's not a hotel room there. The person who is cleaning up after you is not getting paid. So once you leave the space, take off the blankets, put stuff in the washer, and also ask questions. I think, like, we right away asked you some things, like, is it okay to do this? Can I fly my drone on the terrace? How do the neighbors feel? How do you feel about that? Just be really honest if you're not clear about something, and ask your host.
Yeah, I agree. Those who care about someone else's place, they ask questions. Right.
How about spending time together? How do you feel about that? Do you expect that no matter what? Or do you sometimes host people who just want a place to sleep and then stay out by themselves? How do you feel about that?
Me personally, I don't know how other people feel, but I host to talk. At least just a few or 1 hour. By exchanging messages, if I feel this person just want to have a place to stay, I'm not very interested to meet. And we have tried Airbnb at this place for less than 10 times, and our conclusion is to host couchsurfers are much better in terms of making new friends and just it's more comfortable to spend time with.
Yeah.
They are open-minded and they're up for talking.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even say that those are two different people, because I have used Airbnb many times when I wanted to be alone, or when we as a couple wanted like privacy and just whatever, we didn't want to communicate with anyone. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But then you have to use Airbnb, and then once you are ready and you feel like you want to meet some people and socialize and make friends, use Couchsurfing.
Yeah, I agree.
Great. What other tips do you have in terms of like surfing?
If you exchange messages with more than 10 people, you've got to realize if it's just a copy and paste, or he or she is sending a message, personal message to me. It's very easy to respond to personal message, but copy and paste, perhaps I can tell that this person is sending out everyone, and I sometimes just miss it.
Yeah. This is such a no-brainer to me, and I can't believe that people still do this, but you've told us that you get lots of copy and paste requests. It's very simple. Like, when you request a couch, first of all, you don't have to message 100 people. And then no copy and paste doesn't mean that the entire message has to be personalized each time. Like, the way we do it is kind of the details, like where are we on our trip right now, how long are we in Tokyo, when are we arriving, when are we leaving, kind of all of the logistics. That is a copy and paste message that goes to everyone. But then in terms of why do we want to stay with that person, that is very personal. So we wrote, hey Yuta, we read your profile, we love that you are into American drama, so are we, this is the series we're watching. Just whatever, like just a personal message that is meant for that person.
You should also upload some pictures that represent your character or what you like to do.
Yeah.
Some people upload photos with party, some with nature, and some just have one or two pictures that I can barely see the face.
Yeah.
I don't know who this person is.
What I really liked about you as a host is that you had a picture of the space that we would live in. So like having an idea of where you're actually gonna sleep is so valuable. So you had a picture. We have a private room here, which is amazing, and so you posted a picture of that.
You want to see inside?
Yes, let's take a look inside. This is my sock.
We occasionally do barbecue. So this is a living room where we eat together or talk or just watch TV. This is our kitchen. It's big enough to cook with a few people.
One thing that is amazing about this place is that you provide a whole compartment for your guests.
Here are the washing machines and dryer, and we also have some detergent for guests to wash clothes.
So nice. You have a whole system where this color means it's don't touch this. This is for the people who live here, and this color means this is for our guests. You can look in there.
And it's all written in Japanese, so we put some stickers to explain how to turn it on and start.
One thing that I don't like in life and when surfing or staying at people's houses is ambiguity. When you don't quite know, is it okay to use the kitchen? Is it okay to use the washing machine? When should I be home? And you made this folder that makes it really clear what you expect and what you can give.
At the end of this introduction, you know what this place is like and what you can expect from us.
So one of the amazing things about Yuta's home is that he is one of the few couch surfers where you get a private room. You're not staying on one of these couches. You are actually staying in this room, which
with your stuff.
currently has chaos in it, but that's just part of traveling. This goes to show that you're serious about couchsurfing.
Yeah, it was a part of living room, and we built this wall.
You built this wall.
I mean, not me
Holy
personally.
So if you're really serious about couchsurfing, build a room in your flat so your couchsurfers can have privacy.
Every time we host someone, take a picture of them and put it on the map where they are from.
As a memory.
Yes. And
That's
this is
nice.
actually a second. We took them away at the end of 2017 to begin a new year. So this is 2018 version.
We are checking out in 2 days. What happens after we check out? What is, like, how do you feel about references? Do you always leave them? Have you ever left a bad reference?
I never leave a bad reference. I don't want to write something bad.
Is that just the Japanese
Maybe, yeah,
culture?
I agree. Yeah.
Okay, well, I think it's great if you have never left a negative reference because you've never had a really negative
That's also right.
appearance. And if someone's just a little bit smelly, I would also not leave a negative reference and screw. I mean, that's something they can fix, right? But for the times when things are actually bad and you have a bad experience, I would really say leave a bad reference for that person, or a nuanced, it doesn't have to be good or bad, a nuanced true reference, because part of the appeal of the community and of the platform is that you can trust the references, and if someone has a lot of positive references, that means you can trust that person. So I would say if someone's just a little bit smelly, you don't have to say, oh, this person sucks. But if you feel unsafe in any way or someone does anything that is inappropriate, you should definitely report them on Couchsurfing and leave a negative reference so that other surfers or hosts are warned. Okay, well, this is the part where we do the outro, which we encourage everybody to subscribe to this channel, which is normally in German, but sometimes in English. Also, leave a comment if you have any couchsurfing tips or experiences or things you want to share. How do you say goodbye in Japanese?
In what context? This?
Yeah, in this context.
Okay, またね.
Mata ne.
Yeah.
Mata ne.
またね.